Hey, I'm just checking out some of the vintage toys, games, items, dolls, and other stuff that I sold online today. First up, what I got is it's a promotional pamphlet. I want to say it's from like when he toured, but it's Roy Rogers, the Singing Cowboy, and it's an official souvenir program. That's what makes me think like you go to some sort of stadium or like a rodeo show, and it's got one of these that you can buy to, know that you were there. So it's got a picture of him and his horse Trigger, or is it Trigger Jr.? Like maybe it's too old now. And then there's Dale Evans and the family. And it's just got lots of pictures and stuff. Also, there is a Woody Woodpecker doll that I found, which, not uncommon. It was kind of cool, but then I realized it was from 1957. This doll right here, when I first looked at it, I was just like, oh, it's just a tiny little doll. Thought maybe at the most from the 1980s, but no, from the tag on the back, it's 1957. It's got, I don't know why, it just seems really 80s, but when you look at it, it's like, yeah, it's kind of made in a weird way, and it's got the hard beak and hard eyes, but that mohawk cracks me up, and the fact that he's looking at you side-eyed. What else we got going on? I found 2 ScoobyDoos at one of the sales I was at, and of course the first one I pull is going to be the wrong one. It's down here. This one is just a plain Scooby-Doo. The other one was like a Christmas one, but this is a posable Scooby-Doo that's from the 1990s. That apparently was my Scooby-Doo impression. And the theme of the next 2 things are something I feel always kind of like when one sells, I know I'm going to sell one more. It's like a rule of 2s with this character. First, I got a Garfield mug that's from the 1970s. It's 1978. It's got Garfield grabbing into a fishbowl. Big old mug too. Very thick, and it's actually got the Garfield logo on the bottom, so it's not like an applause mug or some other company made it. It's like an official Garfield mug. And then, to complete the rule of 2s, a Garfield Easter toy. Still got the tag, it's all in place. I got this not too long ago, but I thought it would have went faster. But it's an Easter egg one, so he's got the just mangled up fuzzy brush there, and then painting an egg. And that's supposed to be an egg. It's more of a ball. It looks like a beach ball. But he's wearing a pastel tie. And this is one of the ones where Garfield's standing. I remember when they started making Garfield standing. Like, he was always sitting. I don't know why I'm pretending to sit. Like, you can see that. But he was always sitting. He would just be sitting on a table. And then, like, a few years in, all of a sudden he started standing upright. And I remember the first time I saw that, and I was like, that's what his legs look like when he's standing up? It was weird. So, his big old legs standing there. And this is the kind of eyes where they were knitting the eyes in rather than the hard plastic ones they used to make. And in the past couple of weeks, I've found some books that are more instructional. It's a series of first books where it's my first science experiment, my first book of submarines, things like that. And this one is my first book of magic. Most of them come with dust covers. This one did not. But this is a whole series of books from the 1950s, I believe. And that's what they are, is like they're more like learning books, teaching you things. But this one in particular is it's teaching you magic, and they've got like these illustrations and stuff that inside that are really cool. So it looks neat, and it's very stylized, and they're always like 2-tone illustrations. And the guy that ordered this said this was actually his first magic book that he ever got. So I don't know if he's a magician now or if he's just a hobbyist. Didn't ask that part. Probably should have. There's an 80s puzzle that I found, which, although it's the right character, the box is different than what the puzzle is. Once we put the puzzle together, it was a different puzzle. It's a puzzle of the character Poochie. Now, let me explain some things here too. First of all, Poochie was a dog, but it dressed like it was a fashion dog. And I always thought it was weird that Poochie, who was a dog, had a pet dog. Or maybe that's her friend? I can't remember. I vaguely remember this cartoon and product line, but this is from the 80s, and Poochie, which has a neat little logo right there. When we got this, there was an X drawn on the face, and I was like, uh-oh, it was defaced, or it's missing pieces is what that means. So we put it together, And inside is a different puzzle. And it's not even, they show the other puzzles that are available. It's not even one of these ones on the side. It's a new one entirely. Oh wait, actually, I think it's this one here on the right with the wheel in the background, like they're at a fair. Anyway, so that explained it, like, oh, it's the X's on there because it's a different puzzle inside. So the kid knew that, like, this wasn't right. I don't know. All very weird. Yeah, Poochie was very short-lived. I don't think the popularity really caught on. Maybe it did. I didn't get into it, so I don't really have that much information about it other than it was a cartoon, it was a product line, and this is a puzzle, and it's got the wrong thing in it. And of course, another illustrated children's book. This time, it's a story called Amos Learns to Talk. The drawings are really cool, and what I love about these really old books is they've got like this textured paper, and I feel like it makes it even better. Like the drawings and everything, I feel like it just makes them feel like it's, I want to say legit. It's a story about a duck that wants to get out of the chicken coop. Wait, why is a duck in a chicken coop? Huh. And then the last thing is, first, weird. Second, a lot heavier than I thought it would be. This is Tessie Talks. What? And it's a ventriloquist dummy. It's a girl, but it's Tessie Talk. Tessie Talk, not Tessie Talks. The name's written right there on the skirt. And in the back, it's got a string so you can open up the mouth and stuff. It's got the ventriloquist mouth. It's got the, do the eyes move? No, they're painted on, but they're already like, that's the second toy I've picked up that has the side eyes. What you looking at? It's wearing the hat, it's got the dress. It's in very good condition. The mouth still works with the string, but went to weigh it, and it's like well over 2 pounds. I did not expect that. Even holding it, it doesn't feel like it's that heavy. Maybe it's because it's distributed in the plastic better? I don't know. So even though it's really cool, I knew it was gonna get a lot of views, but with the weight, I didn't know if it would sell. Actually sold pretty quickly, so happy about that. Kind of neat, Tessie Talk. And that is what I sold from my collection of stuff here today.